Hello everybody, what is up here guys? Welcome back to another video of F122 My Team Career Mode. Sorry for the late upload. It's been about 2 days since I last uploaded a My Team video. I've been extremely busy lately, but we're back on the YouTube grind, and yeah, so hopefully we can, get back to posting more daily content. But as you can see right now, we can now hire a second sponsor to join our team. And I was looking at all the sponsor payouts and what's the one that works best for us with our car. I saw this loop one and it actually looked pretty special. Complete 10 laps in practice. That's an easy one to do because I can complete more than 10 laps in practice. And I think we decided to go for that in this season. So yeah, we go with loop pairs. We got 3 updates coming into the car, and they all make it on the car for this weekend in Miami. So big upgrade package coming into Miami this week, except the ECU did fail, so we're gonna have to get that on for the Spanish Grand Prix. And we're looking at some other things, more updates that we could possibly put on the car. We have 900 resource points. I think honestly we can do weight reduction or a downforce upgrade, but the DRS one, that's actually pretty cheap, same as a drag, which drag will probably be needed for Spain. But honestly I don't really know what to do, to be honest, with these upgrades. We're trying to get spec 2 obviously as well, so we could do some, or spec 1 I think, for tire wear upgrades. But I think we're going to do weight reduction, so that will be very helpful, and that will possibly go on, hopefully, for the Spanish GP. Fast forwarding time once again, we do have a Pirelli Hot Lap feature coming up in the McLaren, so this will be pretty fun to do, obviously in Miami. Our first home race of the season, so yeah, this is going to be fun. As you can see, we are now going to do the Hot Lap feature. I won't lie guys, this Hot Lap feature was pretty difficult. Usually I'm not really good at the Pirelli Hot Laps, but this one was just extremely difficult. I don't know what it was, maybe it's the first time doing it, but this is autocross, so I never actually done any of the Pirelli Hot Lap features. Like, I've only been doing them, there we go, there's 5 seconds. I've only been doing them in the My Team, so I haven't actually gone through every Pirelli Hot Lap feature. But tell you right now, this car was not fun to drive. Maybe it's just because it took a while for me to actually get back into the supercar, and plus this is my first time actually doing this event, because I've been doing mostly the time attack, the average speed zone, where you just go through and you go through the speed zone. This is my first time attack in Miami. It's a difficult circuit. There's a lot of short corners that require low speed, like right here. This I think will be a lot challenging, because you actually want to ride those curves, because those curves can be very, very dangerous. But we're going to have to get a 1 minute 18, but considering we do have 5 seconds added to our time, we probably are not going to get that. And yeah, I can tell you guys right now, we're not going to get this, because now we're going to have to hit the brakes here, and oh, look at that, we missed that. That's about 10 seconds, and we hit the cone again, and we're going to miss that gate, and we're going to miss another gate, and it's another 10 seconds to our time. And we failed that pretty badly. Oh god. This shows proof that I haven't played the game in 2 days when I was recording this. It takes a while to get used to the supercars. But looking at the performance, we're actually the second worst team coming in to Miami, which is my home race, because I'm American and we're at Miami. I have 2 home races this year. None where I actually live. I'm not going to tell you what state I live in, but not what you want for that Pirelli Hot Lap feature. But it's actually supposed to be a wet quali and a wet race, so that's going to be very interesting. So we might have to make a wet setup for qualifying. Practice should be all dry. We actually do have a dry setup, but even with this setup, I was still struggling. Now I made this setup on day 1, because this was the first track I actually tried. I was just doing pacing to try Miami, but when I actually went back on here, it was actually very, very difficult to get used to the track. And see, we go P20 in FP1 on a soft tire run. Oscar is 1.7 seconds off the pace. We're actually 2 seconds off the pace, so not reliable. We're heading the McLaren though, but Daniel's only doing hard tire runs, so I guess you could say, that don't really practice positions don't matter. It doesn't really show anything. But
let's see our top three again.
here for FP3 actually, we didn't do FP2.
However, we'll be back shortly for
so
more
FP2
Formula One
actually I
action.
didn't last a couple minutes. I actually crashed out and basically just called it quits after that. P14 on a soft tire run behind the McLaren, 2 seconds off the pace. That's not a respectable time for us in that our car. I almost said the McLaren. So there's the resource points coming in. I think Oscar brought in some okay resource points, but not as many as I've been bringing in. Obviously, quick practice programs are absolutely fun, but you know, I mean, the pace, it's really not here. I knew we were gonna struggle in Miami. Miami is a lot more of a low downforce circuit. You still gonna need downforce, but there's so many straights on this track. You have the main backstretch, you have the backstretch going through, you know, into the heart, into the beach club and stuff. But yeah, the pace is not there. Let's get on to qualifying, shall we? Qualifying here for the Miami GP. We actually do have the wet setup on, so we can hopefully carry this wet setup on into the race. So here we go for our first flying lap here. I will not let you guys know, but doing a lot of practice, I really had to get used to this track. This first sector here was absolutely atrocious for me in the wet. I had a lot of wheel spin going through there. This part right here, Sector 3, also very struggling to get through. Into the beach club, going in, and this is the low speed corner I was talking about. Do not take too much curb. You're easily gonna spin the car into the wall maybe, but honestly you don't really know where the car is gonna go. But the rain is kind of dimmed down a little bit. Now this is still our first flying lap, so now we go down this long stretch, but with this wet setup, compared to all the other guys, we were losing a lot of time down the straight. I don't know if that was just me driving the car or was it getting a good exit, but going to the race, I feel like the AI were overpowered on the straights. But it also could be down to poor setup because it is a wet setup. Everyone else probably has a dry setup on. Coming across the line, it's actually 137.7, so we're last in the section behind the section behind the glare. We're actually P21 going out for our final run when the rain kind of stopped a little bit here. You know, the rain wasn't that bad. We go for our final run here. We do have the two Williams up ahead of us. Oscar, I don't even know where Oscar is. He's clearly doing a lot better than we are. Probably in 17th, maybe he's in the Q2, I'm not sure. But, you know, going through here, this part, we're still struggling. But we actually gained a lot of tenths there because the rain actually died off. But right here, this is where I actually gained. This is where I was strong in the circuit, going through this section. We're still losing time, obviously, in here, but even during the race, I was so confident in that section. I've been starting to gain a little bit more confidence in the car. It's not 100% yet. I'm still lacking a lot of tenths at qualifying and in the race. So, you know, we're still behind Oscar on race pace. You know, we don't have a strong race pace car, and I think it's mainly because we just cannot get upgrades on this car. Yeah, it's just no upgrades. We're actually dead last. We actually are making a big improvement as the dying couple of minutes in the section. We actually took a little too much curb there, so take a little too much curb, you know the consequences. But qualifying is basically complete. We're actually improving a lot here on this lap. This could possibly maybe see us as the Q2, but I'm not 100% sure because a lot of drivers aren't improving. We actually have to get a 136, and I don't even think we're 2 seconds up on our time. I can't really see the delta very well on my screen, but we get a lot of wheel spin there, and that's not very good for the car. Wheel spin's gonna lose your time, but we're coming across the line right now, and it's possibly going to put us P22 on the grid, and it actually does. We're dead last. Again. Slowest car in qualifying. Why am I not surprised? Because I was kind of expecting that to come. Mainly because I've just been expecting this to happen to me because we don't have quality pace. Carlos Sainz actually tops the session. Kevin Magnussen going P4 in the Haas. There you go. But yeah, 2.6 seconds off the pace. Or is that 2.9? I think that's 2.9 off the pace. Yeah, we're struggling a lot. Oh boy. Let's get on to the race, shall we?
Welcome to the Miami International Autodrome, home of the Miami Grand Prix. This exciting track circumnavigates the Hard Rock Stadium, home to the National Football League outfit, the Miami Dolphins. Sitting at the southeastern coast of Florida, the Miami International Autodrome has 19 corners and 3.36 miles of racing. It's a circuit designed to encourage close racing while meeting the highest safety standards. Either way, I'm sure it's one that will please the fans. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, and the smooth operator Carlos Sainz completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Perez, George Russell, and Fernando Alonso. Magnussen, Bottas, Norris, and Mick Schumacher. Gasly, Tsunoda, Sebastian Vettel, and Joe. Albon, Hamilton, Lance Stroll, and Esteban Ocon. Ricciardo, Latifi, Oscar Piastri, and the owner driver. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the run down into turn one, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
I know this is your home Grand Prix, but treat it like any other race. Let's not make any unnecessary risks.
Thanks, Mark. Yeah, this was not what I was expecting. It's actually dry. The rain actually wasn't supposed to come till the end of the session, so I can tell you right now we're going to be at a major disadvantage because we do have this wet setup on. Oh boy, it's going to be a difficult weekend.
Okay, good park in there, mate.
We get to the green for the grid stop position, so yeah, as we get ready for the 5 lights ahead of us, and we are underway for the Miami GP. Okay, start, I guess, try not to get too much wheel spin there. We deployed a lot of ERS on the straight, that's kind of been my tradition. Going down to turn 1, there's Daniel Ricciardo actually going on the outside. There's Esteban Ocon, he actually lost positions. On Stroll, they're side by side the Aston Martin. And Ricciardo that's finally backed out of that a little bit. We're ahead of Oscar Piastri, but Piastri is so much quicker than us down the straight. But going through these next few corners is where we're actually gaining a lot. This is where I told you guys I gained a lot of confidence in the car going through those corners. But down the inside on the McLaren of Ricciardo, we actually don't make a move on Ocon. We're actually touching with Daniel. So that's really not smart of me, but the McLaren is going to probably get us here on the straight. With this, they got so much straight line speed. We're actually dumping all our battery, and Piastri's sticking with us pretty well. He's actually got some good straight line speed as well. As we're gonna give him the outside. We're gonna take the inside here. Inside be better as we go through the beach club now. P21 on the grid, not many times. There's actually Stroll and Ocon side by side there. Ocon on the Alpine, Stroll on the Aston Martin, and trying to take too much curve there. It's actually, you're losing a little bit of touch there to the other cars. I don't know what line that was, but we didn't get a good exit.
Okay, now stay alert for threats around you.
Thanks, Mark. Yeah, not a good start, but Look at this. We're losing so much time on the straights with the setup. And look at Oscar just go ahead and just take my reign as we send it down the inside, and that was not smart. God damn, man. There's no point in sending on that. You basically ruined your position. And we're dead last in our home race. First lap though, the Miami International Autodrome. Not a good start to this weekend, and not a good start for this race. Fast forward time here. Yeah, this race, I can already tell you guys that this race was just gonna be one of those races. We were losing so much time on the straights. I had to deploy a lot of overtake just to stay up with Piastri, just to get in this DRS range, but he's so much quicker than us, guys. I mean, I was expecting it to be a full wet race. That's why I already thought I had an advantage, but clearly I was wrong. The AI are just so quick down the straights. I don't know what setups they're running, but they're running different setups than I am, but I know, to be fair, it is a poor setup. My even setup for Miami is really not set up very well, so I was still losing a lot of time down the straights, but I didn't know if it was actually the exit or my driving. But see, you're 1 second actually off Piastri, so immediately right here, I was kind of getting Bahrain flashbacks, because you know how slow we were in Bahrain down those straights. We were actually nowhere that race, which was shocking because I actually looked really strong in Bahrain, but it could be down to poor setup. Could be, but I'm not really sure. Maybe it wasn't poor setup. I don't know, but we actually gained time here because I think Latifi and Stroll were battling. Because I believe Stroll and Ocon were actually battling. Sorry for the little pause there. My headset died again. But we're still losing so much time down the straight. But you know, braking zone right here, I wasn't getting good exits. Even going through, even in practice, I wasn't confident in that exit. I actually had so much wheel spin. Now, as Valtteri Bottas, he actually pits, same as Sebastian Vettel. Flashback to fast forward to lap 6 there. Vettel pits, he clearly got front wing damage. But now we're just gonna try to stay with Oscar in this section. We just gotta stay with Oscar, honestly. We just have to hope Oscar doesn't lose DRS to Daniel, but obviously we have to stay close to him just to get DRS. And but see, we're just not getting the exits. This wet setup is really kicking our ass. Sorry for the curse word there, but it's just been a pain to drive this car this weekend. I mean, the pace is just not there. As Latifi and Ricardo, actually, they're going side by side, going into the beach club. He's going down. Ricardo just stays back. Does not get the move done, but he's gonna have DRS here on the straight. Him dumping overtake. He's gonna make a move around the outside. It's gonna make it harder on him, but he's gonna get ahead of the Williams. But he locks up there. Now you lose your position. As here's Oscar actually behind the Williams of Latifi. He's gonna get a good exit here. He's actually gonna have a good advantage here. That Williams, it's pretty quick along the straight line. As fast forward back, you see Latifi got a little bit of wheel spin there. Not too much wheel spin, but here he goes. He's gonna set up for a move here, possibly going around the outside. As he's gonna go around the outside of the Williams driver, going down to the brake zone here. Latifi just stays ahead. No, also gonna go around the outside in the beach club section, and they're still side by side going through this section. As Latifi stays ahead, but they're gonna go side by side down the straight. Oscar with DRS, and he's gonna get past the Williams driver. We actually have a caution actually here. Piastri actually, no, that's actually Daniel, and Latifi gets in that. Oh my God, Nicholas. Let's take a look at what happened to Daniel. Let's see what happened here. Oh, just too much on the exit there. And he backed. Oh my God, he actually backed up into Latifi. I thought Latifi hit him, but no, Oscar locked up. And oh, just the back wheel. But we benefited from that. Overtaking under yellow flag. So I'm surprised actually they gave us position, because it was kind of like illegal overtaking the yellow flags, but I guess Latifi was involved, so it didn't really matter at the end of the day. But I don't know. As we now move to P18 now in this race, but we're clearly on pace with Oscar, but he's getting us on these straights. He's so quick on the straights. Setups this year can be very costly. You know, these setups, like if you run a lower downforce, I tried 0-0 wings, and that is OP as hell. I'm telling you, if you don't believe me, go down Australia in time trial, go 0-0 wings. You're gonna have so much straight line speed. I actually tried it myself. It's crazy. But we're not running 0-0. We try to run, I think, at least the 10s to the 20s, but setups have changed a lot this year because you now got 10 or 0 to 50 wings. So I try to stay in the 10s to 0 range for the wings. I think coming in here, try 0 to 15 honestly would be best. I don't really know what wing setup we're running here, obviously, because we actually, well, obviously I think the main factor is that we didn't have our dry setup on. We actually had our wet setup on, so that's immediately what's costing us time. But you can see we actually get a good exit here, but we stay up here with overtake. I can tell that a lot is going into now, into lap 11, but we actually, when we don't deploy overtake, Oscar's just so much faster. Trying to play a lot of overtake on this man, we just cannot get past him. We make a little bit of air there. Actually didn't show up. We actually go out wide there again, but Latifi I think is gonna have DRS on us. I think he actually is, because he's actually in the 1 second range of our car. And now it's gonna be a straight line speed. Look at this, and look at this. Look at this. What the hell is this? He just zooms right past. Oh my god. The straight line speed this year is so effective in this car. I mean, look at this. He's not even deploying overtake. Oh my god, this man is so quick. Oh my god, Nicholas Latifi, the GOAT, or I should say GOAT Tifi, making an amazing move. Look at us, we're just so slow compared to him. Oh my god, it's crazy.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
Yeah, Mark, I heard that. I know we're going out to the hards, but now we have to try to stay ahead, and now we gotta get to Latifi. It's actually, we get a big snap there. It's, oh my god, and the DRS actually fails, but wow, what a save. I was not a, oh my god, I was actually, I think that was like the first save of the year I think we made in this car. I don't think we made any other save like that this year. What a save. I mean, obviously, it's, honestly, I don't know why I'm over-exaggerating like that. It's not a crazy save, you just get wheel spin, but I want to say that's some smooth car control by us. But consequences, you now have to 6 up the pace to make this a TP, so fast forward to lap 14. So that save was all fun and all, but it wasn't the greatest. But Alex Albon, he actually came into the pits. But Oscar's coming into the pits, so he's gonna get priority here. Same as Latifi. We're on the hards now, and now we're actually gonna fight with Yuki Tsunoda and Zhou Guanyu actually coming out of the second here. We get ahead of Latifi. We're gonna go round the outside of Zhou Guanyu. Can we get this move done? We're deploying overtake, but okay, Mark, thanks for the info. I guess we have a problem on our end. There goes Alex. Oh, Alex almost just hitting the, trying to go round Guan Yu. Ocon is now behind us. Ocon is now behind us, so we're under more pressure here, and we're gonna have to go down this straight. If we get the DRS here, we could try to make a move possibly done here, if we can, but I'm not 100% sure. But
okay, we have a severe engine issue. Find a safe space to retire or return to the pits.
Oh, that's cute.
Okay, this is serious. We need you to retire as soon as possible.
Damn, I thought the Ferrari engine was worse. Well, that's the first power unit. Oh, F me, dude. That's the first power unit issue of the year. That was cute. That's things you love to see. Well, Miami, you were fun for a while.
And that's the checkered flag. What an amazing victory in what has been a great Miami Grand Prix. Well, Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today, but what set them apart from the rest?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team.
Well, that's cute as well. Red Bull powertrain car getting on the winning the race, but on our side it's a DNF. So that's also not positive, but Max Verstappen wins the first ever Miami GP. He actually did win it in real life as well. I think that's the same podium too. Or no, it's not the same podium because George Russell actually in the podium. But congrats to Max, I guess, for winning the first Miami GP in this my team. But no, overall it was just a frustrating weekend.
Let's see how the driver's
from us,
standings have
so
changed. Max Verstappen should be pleased with his performance, making gains at the top of the table. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
Well, for me, it's got to be Lewis Hamilton. The multiple world champion may be the boring choice at this point, but you can't argue that he's a driver deserving of his reputation.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the
yeah,
Constructors'
okay, shut up.
Championship.
Alright, you guys are getting
And
annoying.
falling further ahead
But
in the standings,
P22,
it's
where
Red
you
Bull.
actually finished
Meanwhile,
last,
good work from Aston
and in
Martin
the
this weekend, who
Constructors
pushed themselves
were
further up
last
the order.
again.
Well,
I
that was
think we
certainly an
actually
exciting weekend
weren't
of
last in the
Formula One.
championship
Be
coming
sure
into
to
this
join us
race,
for
but now we
more
are.
exciting
We're
Formula
last in
One
the
action
Constructors as
very
well.
soon.
Williams and Aston Martin still have not scored points this season. AlphaTauri, everyone else has basically scored points, but it's not a good race from our side. We DNF. I think Charles Leclerc also DNF'd as well, so not a good result for the Ferrari driver as well. But like I said, I mean, I thought the rain was gonna come. I thought the rain was gonna stay here all race. I was not expecting the rain to just not show up to the end of the race, as we're getting absolutely destroyed by Vettel from our rivalry. And I already knew that we were actually gonna get destroyed by Vettel. I just don't have. I wasn't just gaining confidence, and I'm still not finding the confidence. I'm still not getting the confidence in this car. This car's a pain to drive right now, guys. It's a tractor. But get some acclaim, get some money, so that's positive. But thank you guys for watching. Sorry for the late uploads. Trying to catch up. But thank you guys for watching this series of Miami, and wish you all the best. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye, everybody.